on the East Coast in the city of Boston, the Straight Pride Parade commenced. Now, this parade obviously got not only just a lot of attention, but also had some dramatic moments in it, as well as some arrests and the occasional violence as a result from a lot of the criticism that the regressive left and the mainstream media have been pushing on it. But this is only a symptom of what's been going on, and I would say that this is just going to be continuing on for a little longer. And what I mean is that this whole idea of promoting the straight pride is just going to continue to gain some movement as a result of not only just what happened in Boston, but also from many of the things that have occurred in the past few years. Now, ever since 2015, gay marriage has been legal across the United States as a result of a Supreme Court case. Now, from what a lot of people have thought, that this would be just the complete end of the whole LGBT issues concerning the LGBT community. But it wasn't, because a lot of the left decided to continue on pushing the narrative of LGBT pride on a lot of major issues, and this has actually been supported by the mainstream media. In fact, during a lot of times, even when they happen to not be major issues, the mainstream media has been vocally advocating on behalf of the LGBT community, trying to push their interests as well as their agenda throughout any of these kind of issues. I take the examples of the transgender ban that occurred when Trump made that ban from preventing transgenders from being recruited in the military. He said that the reason for this was basically to stop paying for their surgery, as well as some mental illness problems when it comes to combat, which is something that I would respect. However, the mainstream media took this and considerably said that this is an attack on the LGBT community. That is just one example. Another example would be the cake baker, in which a gay couple actually asked a Christian baker to bake them a cake. And he said no, that was not one of his services, but he was sued anyway. And as it turned out later, this gay couple was actually served before, and this only makes the backlash against the LGBT community even more substantial. There's been a big upset against the idea of the LGBT community. In fact, USA Today has actually reported that there is now a 45% approval rating of the LGBT community in the Generation Z movement, or well, from the range of ages to 18 to 30 years old, and that is a big important thing that we have to that adds fuel to this fire, because this was heavily pushed by the mainstream media, as well as many people on the left wing of the political spectrum. But it didn't help also with what was going on with the gay parades as well, where there was just a lot of I don't know how to explain it, just sexualization of and everything that you would think of a parade, just pretend you sexualize. That's literally the basis that I can say without being too creepy. It's just gotten so bad that a lot of people have just gotten turned off by that. Hell, I even recalled a comment from a video on the channel called Slightly Offensive, where guy said that he was gay, and he was against this sort of thing. And this was, the video was titled "San Francisco Sucks," and he said that this gay pride parade seemed more like shame. And honestly, he didn't like this. He didn't really like this parade at all, especially with the craziness surrounding it. He just wanted to keep his sexuality as a privacy, and just wanted to be treated as a human being. He didn't want to be perverse about it. And that, again, this has caused a massive backlash against the gay community, as well as amongst the gays, in a very big ironic twist of fates. But that's just one reasoning. Another reasoning is because there has been this major attack against straight people, which has been pushed a lot by the regressive left. After all, there has been many of these people on the regressive left who just say that you cannot understand the plights of everybody because you're a straight white man or something. That's just one of their talking points. A straight white man, but they also tend to target straight people because they supposedly do not have the same experiences as a gay person. Which, while in a way I would understand that, there are still some problems that straight people have in common with gay people. So it's kind of messed up. And I can't believe a lot of I honestly cannot believe how much bad this backlash is. When I was watching Sargonakad's channel, The Thinkery, talking about the straight pride parade, he got onto a newsletter called "It's Going Down," and in its newsletter, it actually said that straight pride is hate. That's just one example. There's another one when it came to the mainstream media from NBC News. I don't know how many of you saw this newsletter, but it actually claimed that heterosexuality was the bedrock of global oppression against women, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I do not understand how these people come up with these insane conclusions. I really do not. If you don't believe me, I will be posting a lot of these all these sources down in the description below, just for you to check it out. But all of this, especially with just the idea of promoting a straight pride parade, has also garnered the attention that this may be somehow an attack against gays. I do not understand these conclusions, because why can gay people celebrate their sexuality, but straight people can't? That's a lot of what a lot of YouTubers like me, and as well as BitChute are thinking as well. It's just how I can't. It's so illogical at this point to understand the regressive left. It really is. But nonetheless, the straight pride parade continued on as planned, and it actually occurred on August 31st, again in the city of Boston. Everything went out somewhat of a hitch, but nonetheless, there was still some criticism as well as backlash. I mean, I mentioned counter-protesters, but earlier in my video, many of them were pretty much peaceful. There were actually a few that a lot of people that actually were interacting with a lot of straight pride supporters. In fact, one of them was No Bullshit, hit on his channel. I will be also linking that in the description below. And at first, everything seemed pretty fine. A lot of people were holding straight pride flags. A lot of people were also holding up signs or even floats. Or, well, they don't really hold up floats, but you know what the hell I was talking about. Which were pro-Trump and pro-military. And again, everything would have gone up without a hitch, except for some of the counter protesters who were wearing all black. You can guess who they are: Antifa, or at the very least, people who may sympathize with Antifa. Just try to go on trying to attack other people, but thankfully the police were there, managing to separate the parade from these assholes. Although the policeman got some injuries, though thankfully none of them were fatal. There were, however, some arrests as a result. But while there was some violence, much of this came up without a hitch. There were a lot of people who also attended the Straight Pride Parade, such as Milo Yiannopoulos, which is really funny, considering that he's a gay guy. It's kind of, again, it's very funny how things are just just working around as a result with what's been going in the political atmosphere at the moment. He basically just goes on supporting this parade. I haven't seen his speech at the moment, but I do recall seeing him in a picture with a MAGA hat. Instead of saying "Make America Great Again," it said "Make America Straight Again." So, and I thought that was kind of funny, but nonetheless, things went off without a hitch. Although there was the violence as well as the counter protest. Now, this only brought more attention as a result. 34 people have been arrested, and at this very moment, a judge actually said that they are not going to dismiss any of the charges as a result. There will be no dismissal of charges, and all 34 of them will be put to trial, which is a pretty good thing, considering that they were intending to start violence and were even going to commit violence, especially many who actually did, against the police. But this also attracted another person, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and all of her infinite wisdom, because apparently she is so smart, because she happens to be a House representative. She actually tweeted in one of her tweets, she basically called the Straight Pride Parade a "I struggle with masculinity" parade, because there wasn't really that many women, and probably some of them were single. Lady, I'm single. I'm straight. I don't really have a problem. Although women, if there's any woman out there who wants to who is looking for someone, please call me, please, or just message me. Oh man. But seriously, the fact that it's gotten her attention will only just provide more national coverage as a result, because this only will increase the massive amount of disdain which has been going on with the mainstream media and the regressive left pushing identity politics, in this case the LGBT identity politics, on everyone. In fact, it's even gotten the attention of an Emerson College president named Lee Pelton, who actually called the Straight Pride Parade a perversion. And he even said he sees the parade as fear and ignorance masquerading as freedom of speech. You cannot make this crap up. You cannot. And it only just proves how insane these people are, the regressive left, and how much they love the idea of pushing identity politics. However, there is a big backlash as a result. Like I said before, a lot of people are just getting sick and tired of this whole idea of identity politics and sexuality being shoved down people's throats. And this is just one of the results that have occurred. I'm pretty sure that something else would occur as well, maybe another Straight Pride Parade or something. I have no idea what might occur. But I do know that this may not be the end of it. It only shows sign that it may be picking up steam. That I'm pretty sure is going to occur, and this is not going to stop with the amount of backlash that against the mainstream media as well as the regressive left pushing their ideas of identity politics down everybody's throats here in the United States. My name is Noah Miano, the Arc of Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also, if you have any problems with my video, or if you find a way to that I should improve them, or if you just want to call me for a date if you're in the local Pullman area, please be sure to directly message me above, or put it down in the comment section down below. Thank you.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains.